In the quiet corridors of an ancient auction house, the air hung heavy with the scent of aged wood and memories long forgotten. Olivia, a renowned artist with an insatiable hunger for the unique and the macabre, wandered through the dimly lit aisles. Her eyes, accustomed to the vibrant palettes of her studio, adjusted to the muted ambiance of history stored in dusty artifacts. A subtle pull, like an invisible thread woven through the fabric of time, led Olivia to an inconspicuous corner. There, cloaked in shadows, rested a painting that seemed to defy the natural order of the room. The canvas, seemingly untouched by the passage of centuries, emanated an aura of quiet malevolence that whispered to Olivia's artistic sensibilities. Drawn to the enigma before her, Olivia gazed upon the painting, a scene of haunting beauty that captured the essence of a forgotten era. Dark, gnarled trees reached for the heavens, their branches like skeletal fingers clawing at the ethereal veil between worlds. An ominous sky pregnant with storm clouds cast an otherworldly pallor upon the landscape. In the foreground, a solitary figure stood, its features obscured by the play of shadows. As Olivia studied the painting, a shiver ran down her spine and a chill settled in the depths of her soul. The figure in the scene seemed to shift, its form dancing on the edge of perception. A subtle whisper, too faint to be heard with mortal ears, brushed against Olivia's consciousness. A siren's call from a realm forgotten by time. The auctioneer's voice, a distant murmur in Olivia's ears, announced the beginning of the bidding. Unwavering, she raised her paddle, determined to claim the painting that had ensnared her senses. The room held its breath as the gavel fell, sealing Olivia's fate with the stroke of a wooden hammer. In the confines of her studio, Olivia unwrapped the painting with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. The ancient canvas, now in the sanctuary of her creative domain, seemed to pulsate with a spectral energy. Night after night, Olivia found herself captivated by the scene, each viewing revealing subtle nuances and hidden depths within the brushstrokes. As Olivia immersed herself in her work, the painting began to change. The gnarled trees whispered secrets, their branches contorting into shapes that mirrored Olivia's dreams. The ominous sky crackled with ethereal lightning, casting an unnatural glow upon the solitary figure. And as Olivia's brush danced upon the canvas, the figure in the scene seemed to stir, its form transitioning from mere paint to an entity straining against the boundaries of the two-dimensional realm. With each stroke, the veil between the painting and reality blurred. Olivia, unaware of the forces at play, found herself ensnared in the silent dance between creator and creation. The atmosphere in her studio thickened with an unseen presence, and whispers like phantom echoes from the past reverberated through the space. As the nights wore on, Olivia's once clear boundaries between wakefulness and dreams began to erode. She found herself standing before the painting, the scene now a living tapestry that pulsed with a malevolent energy. The figure, once a mere specter, stared back at her with eyes that seemed to pierce the veil of her soul. A nightmarish symphony of shadows played out in Olivia's dreams. The twisted trees, now animated with a spectral vitality, reached out to her, their branches coiling around her consciousness like serpents in the dark. The ominous sky unleashed torrents of unnatural rain that painted her world in shades of despair. Yet amid the haunting beauty, Olivia felt an irresistible compulsion, a beckoning to unlock the secrets woven into the fabric of the painting. The figure, once distant, now stepped into the forefront of her dreams, a silent companion in the nocturnal ballet of shadows. In the quiet hours before dawn, as the world slumbered in blissful ignorance, Olivia stood before the painting with a feverish determination. Her hand, guided by an unseen force, caressed the canvas, tracing the contours of the figure that had transcended the boundary between art and existence. The room, pregnant with a malevolent hush, bore witness to the culmination of an unholy communion between artist and the spectral. The figure in the scene, now fully realized, stepped forth from the canvas, its eyes aflame with an otherworldly intensity. Olivia, locked in a trance, felt the cool touch of ethereal fingers against her skin. As the first light of dawn painted the horizon, the unholy union reached its zenith. Olivia, a vessel for the ancient spirit, stood transformed, a living masterpiece woven into the haunted canvas. The silent dance between creator and creation had transcended the boundaries of the mortal realm, leaving behind a studio filled with shadows and an empty canvas that seemed to exhale with a sigh of malevolent satisfaction. And so, as the world awoke to the dawn of a new day, the painting remained, a portal to a realm forgotten by time, a tapestry of shadows forever immortalized by the cursed brushstrokes of an artist, lost to the whispers of the beyond. In the quiet recesses of Olivia's studio, the haunted canvas loomed with an ominous presence. The figure, now freed from the constraints of paint and pigment, cast a spectral gaze upon the realm it had invaded. Olivia, ensnared in a web of artistic obsession, moved with a purpose both guided and manipulated by the unseen force that pulsed through her veins. As Olivia's artistic acclaim burgeoned, her once charmed life unraveled like a tapestry undone by an invisible hand. The deaths, seemingly unrelated but intricately tied to her burgeoning genius, left a trail of sorrow that clung to her like a shroud. The malevolent spirit within the painting, hungry for restitution, reveled in the darkness it had sown. The first life claimed in the Faustian bargain was that of Olivia's closest confidant, a friend who had stood by her through the meteoric rise of her artistic career. The once vibrant soul succumbed to an inexplicable ailment, a mysterious malady that defied the understanding of modern medicine. In the quiet hours of the night, Olivia heard the whispers, the spectral laughter of a malevolent force celebrating the toll exacted for her creative brilliance. Each brushstroke, once a vessel for artistic expression, became a conduit for the insatiable hunger of the spirit. The deaths multiplied, a cruel crescendo to the artist's ascending star. Friends, family, and lovers, all drawn into the orbit of Olivia's cursed brilliance, succumbed to the unseen force that feasted on the life force tethered to her art. Yet, oblivious to the trail of tragedy left in her wake, Olivia remained enthralled by the creative euphoria that accompanied each stroke of her brush. The studio, once a haven of artistic inspiration, transformed into a mausoleum haunted by the echoes of lives sacrificed for the pursuit of an unholy masterpiece. The townsfolk, touched by the shadows of Olivia's presence, whispered of a curse that clung to her like a vengeful wraith. The once celebrated artist became a pariah, a figure of dread in the eyes of those who sensed the unnatural undercurrents that pulsed through the tapestry of her existence. Yet, as the malevolent spirit reveled in the misery it wrought, Olivia remained blind to the consequences of her Faustian alliance. The studio, a sanctuary for artistic expression, became a battleground between the mortal and the spectral. Olivia, now a vessel for the malevolent force, stood at the precipice of her own undoing. The deaths, a macabre offering to the insatiable hunger within the haunted canvas, etched a legacy of tragedy that defied the boundaries of mortality. In the depths of her despair, Olivia's art reached unparalleled heights, a testament to the unholy communion that had taken root within her soul. Each stroke, infused with the essence of lives lost, became a brush dipped in the blood of those sacrificed on the altar of artistic immortality. The Faustian bargain, sealed in the shadows of Olivia's unwitting surrender, unfolded with a relentless inevitability. The malevolent spirit reveled in the unholy symphony of despair as Olivia, a puppet in the hands of the unseen force, danced on the precipice of damnation. And so, as the artist plunged deeper into the abyss of her creation, the haunted canvas absorbed the essence of her being. The figure, once a silent companion, now reveled in the culmination of its spectral feast. Olivia, a vessel depleted of vitality, stood frozen in the final throes of a Faustian bargain that demanded an eternal toll, a masterpiece woven from the tapestry of souls, forever lost to the shadows. In the dim recesses of Olivia's studio, the malevolent force, now indistinguishable from the haunted canvas, reveled in the culmination of its unholy communion. The figure, once a spectral companion, now stood fully realized, a manifestation of the souls consumed in the Faustian bargain. The studio, a macabre tapestry of tragedy, bore witness to the silent descent of Olivia into the abyss of her own creation. As the final strokes of the unholy masterpiece fell from Olivia's trembling hand, a symphony of whispers filled the air. The gnarled trees within the painting seemed to sway with a spectral energy, their branches reaching out to embrace the artist in an ethereal dance. The ominous sky crackled with the essence of lives lost, casting an otherworldly glow upon Olivia's face, now pallid with the weight of her Faustian pact. The figure, eyes aflame with the stolen vitality of countless souls, stepped forth from the canvas with a grace born of malevolence. Olivia, locked in a trance, stood at the precipice of her own demise, a willing sacrifice to the insatiable hunger that pulsed through the haunted canvas. The room, once a sanctuary for artistic expression, transformed into a mausoleum of shadows. The spectral force, now possessing Olivia's very essence, moved with a spectral grace, the unholy masterpiece serving as a portal to a realm forgotten by time. The townsfolk, sensing the impending descent into darkness, whispered of a cursed artist lost to the tapestry of her own creation. As the first light of dawn painted the horizon, the malevolent force reached its zenith. Olivia, a vessel depleted of vitality, stood frozen in the final throes of her Faustian descent. The figure within the painting, now alive with stolen breath, gazed upon the world through eyes that had witnessed the unraveling of lives in the pursuit of artistic immortality. And so, as the townsfolk awoke to the dawn of a new day, the studio remained a haunted relic, a testament to the tragic legacy woven into the canvas by an artist lost to the shadows. The masterpiece, now a portal to a realm beyond the mortal veil, exhaled with a sigh of malevolent satisfaction. The haunted canvas, once a silent witness to Olivia's descent, hung on display, a tapestry of shadows forever immortalized by the cursed brushstrokes of an artist who dared to unlock the secrets woven into the fabric of the beyond. The figure within the painting, eyes aflame with stolen vitality, stood as a silent sentinel, a guardian of the spectral realm forged through the unholy communion between creator and creation. As the world outside moved on, ignorant of the malevolence that lingered within the studio, the haunted canvas stood as a gateway to a dimension where the echoes of Olivia's Faustian bargain reverberated for eternity. The masterpiece, bathed in the eerie glow of stolen souls, became a testament to the inexorable pull of the shadows, a legacy etched in the strokes of descent that bound artist and spirit in an eternal dance of damnation.